Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, did I screw that one up? I was listening to my earbud. So, oops. That's pretty good. I'm running about a 95%. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. Friday night, the finale, hopefully, to the gold and silver giveaway. I am so excited. G'day, dude. And very, very, very excited that this can go off tonight. We are between all the prizes, we're looking at right around the 250. And we've got a half Florida gold back, which is 1/2000th of an ounce of gold, 24 ounce. Somehow they store it in this little thing. So there's actually gold things in here, and it's a 2,000th of an ounce stored in the back. Also, with the gold giveaway is the coin, and it is 1/200th of an ounce. So let's just say, if you know the price of gold, it goes up and up and up and up and up. And the second drawing tonight is a limited, it's the last commissioned bankroll of Queen Elizabeth. It is is it a tri-ounce? Just let me see here. Fine silver, 1 ounce. No, so it's just 1 ounce. Well, not just. It's 1 ounce of 9999 pure silver. And let's just say we know what that's all about. And I see my security blankets in the base, or not in the basement, but he can get to the basement. I think I got it. I got to show him. He's going to be like a proud papa. Look what I did. Took me 3 days, but I figured it out. So that's the wheel for the giveaway. So, just quick rules. I am the giver. YouTube, anybody that's helping me, nobody is responsible except for myself. These will be insured whenever they're shipped out. They will be shipped out in a. I don't know where it is, but a Rambling with the Broom package. We are doing, I need a minimum of 15. Doesn't quite cover everything, but I don't care. It's the Christmas season and it's all about giving. Now, please do not do super chats or whatever because we lose 40% right off the top. And I can't afford to be that generous. So the PayPal link is at the top of the chat. Friends, family, and just let me know that you've sent it over to me. And I had a last minute. Yes, Aunt Lynn, I did leave Glenda on. They had a last minute thing. It's all good. Nothing wrong. They're having a beautiful evening. So I saved me redoing everything. And I'm actually trying to stream to see if it will work on both my channels. So Travel Escapes with the Brooms and Rambling with the Brooms and Grace and Fire. I'm just seeing if I can do that today. So I'm hoping. If you don't try, you don't know. And like I say, Jesse and I tried last week to get the little wheel going, and bing bang boom, it is I was able to go in a different way. I tell you what, EVMux is supposed to have a giveaway like hashtag and wheel and all that stuff. I just can't find it. So what I'm going to have to do is just whenever I have some extra time is go through and figure it out. And you might see some new faces. If you were in here yesterday, you saw Scott from Controversial Cruising. He's actually live right now, and I've got him up and running on an iPad. And for some reason, okay. Whew. All right, all's good. I looked down, all that I could see is my avatar. I'm like, what? But no, it's all good. Hey, Virginia. So at any time, let me get back to the giveaway. At any time, or not giveaway, but a draw. Anytime we hit 25, I'm going to do the draw immediately. That way there, your $10 gets you in on both draws tonight. That way there, hey, it's after Christmas. Things are tight. I get it. But I know I'm going to be doing a clearance auction here soon. And other than my personal gold and silver, it's going to be all going to auction. And so, yeah. Yes, that's 25 paying spots. Correct, Jesse. I will do a if no, I can't do that. I can't I was if I can figure out how to do a giveaway, we might do one near the end. Right now, I can't. Just simply for the fact that I figured out the wheel. I didn't figure out a hashtag yet. So, baby steps. So, hopefully, everybody's week has been fantastic. 5 weeks, and I am actually going to be on an aeroplane headed to Florida to see not only Lillian, but I'm going to get to see the one, the only, the legend, the myth, Mr. Jim. Mr. Jim has been a part of my channel pretty much from the inception of Jesse and Lisa, Mr. Jim, and Tony and Joni. Those 5 were pretty much the first ones, other than a few. God rest her soul. We've got some members that have passed on. They were part of it. Well, you have the link to come on up. And look at you're going to be so proud of me too. I figured it out myself. I tried not to bother Jesse today. Now, yes, Lila, our Lila Newton. She was a part of the original group, and God rest her soul. She was so looking forward. Hey, speak of the devil, there she is. Hey, Lillian. So I'm proud of myself. That's like a Jesse thing. I could do it whenever I had StreamYard. I was no problem. But whenever you're crossing over, so I can't do StreamYard on AV Mux, obviously. So you got to go to a free giveaway. You got to call that up. And then you got to, what I had to do is go through and add share screen. And AV Mux didn't like the whole situation. It sputtered and coughed and farted, and all I can say is it wasn't happy about the whole situation. But it worked. So, let's see just who we got. It did it to me again. Oh, it doesn't like. I wondered what I smelled. Now that's Sir Grace. Shh. Thank goodness I have two of my own and controversial cruising up on my iPad over there. He's playing a game show. So after their game show, they're going to come visit over here and we're going to go visit over there. And call me silly, but gotta go 5 weeks, Lillian. 5 weeks. Uh-huh. I'm gonna land in Orlando. Oh, Lillian, I gotta ask you. Turn up the freaking heat. Like, come on, girl. I talked to Mr. Jim today too. And I said, I don't mind coming to visit you guys, but man, I need some heat. And like Port Canaveral today was 54. I'm paying how much to get down there to warm up and defrost? Whew. Now, in retrospect, it was stupid here, minus 14 Fahrenheit right now here. It's real, guys. I got my binky. On. And I got my hoodie, my shirt. And it's cold. And one of my friends said, you want to go out and have breakfast in the morning? I'm like, you want me to get out of my warm bed at 8 o'clock to go have breakfast with you? Not gonna do it. Can't do it. That's crazy. So all I'm asking is even 10 degrees more. Now, if it all works out, I'm going to see Lillian, or we will see Lillian the first weekend I'm there. Mr. Jim, I'm going to bring back some warm from the Caribbean back for him, but he was boasting. It was 41 and he was on his motorcycle this morning. Oh, it was wonderful. Whew. That's like 5 Celsius. Now, it would be balmy outside right now here, but not down in central Florida. Not great. Oh. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Windows are open tonight. Well, oh yeah, like Mr. Jim, he was out in his motorcycle today and it was 41 and then I think he said it got up to 60. Okay, I'll take 60. But I wanted to thaw because the one good thing about traveling south at the time that we are, I believe it or not, I have 20 days to maple syrup season. By the time I get back, the next 2 or 3 weekends, it's going to be wash the cans and get ready for syrup season. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But hey, I tan pretty quick. So, and I never did until we took the kids to Disney World. Yes. Um, we took the kids to Disney World in 2011, and it was like 115. I was basking in the sun. It was in like early September. I'm like, everybody else was like going to like the misting stations, and they were trying to get inside, and I was sitting outside like a, you know, iguana, or call me whatever you want. Somehow it changed the pigmentation, and like I'm pretty white right now. I will be dark, very darker by the time we get back from the Caribbean, unless it rains all the time. Then I'll be pouting. And Mr. Jim told me, and this is private, so I won't share, but he told me how much he paid in hydro. I'm like, wow. Because I told him how much we paid for hydro and propane. I think he's pretty happy about how much he pays in hydro. Whew. But so why don't we say hello to Troy Sutton, Mr. Jim, Aunt Lynn, Virginia, Alexander, and we got Uncle Jesse. See, I got to say Uncle Jesse, because I just see him sitting in the south on his porch in a rocking chair, and I know he doesn't, but just saying. We got Lillian, who is here and now gone. We have my sister. And not too far away from my sister will be my brother. And then Mr. Jim again. Yeah. Okay, we've got issues. So, I gotta say, what does everybody think about the Final Four in NCAA? Go Oregon! I'm quite impressed. They're having a fairly good year. um, Oregon's having a fairly good year. Now, they play Ole Miss. That's going to be a tough one. And then Miami and no, Ole Miss I think is going to be Miami, and then Indiana. Whew. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Jesse. They actually, Oregon is probably one of Kyle's first teams that he ever cheered for in the NCAA. He always liked the Ducks. Go Ducks! So next weekend, um, listen, Indiana crushed Alabama yesterday. They crushed Ohio the weekend before. If I'm a betting man, I'm gonna say that it's gonna be what I'd like to see is Oregon and Indiana in the final. I'm not gonna say that, it's gonna happen. Um oh it's all good. All good, Glenda. Um so yeah, I still have your channel up top. I have both my channels. I'm just trying to see if I can do it. Um, I think it's all working. Well, then, oh yeah, okay, there you go. I was going to say, well, then celebrate it, girl. Now if Jesse hits it. I bet you they're 4 years. If not, they'd be 47 months. And at that, I'm designing some new merch. Once we get back from um, our trip, I'm going to drop some new merch. Um, Shirts, hoodies. I'm going to talk to Scott, Controversial Cruising. He does his own like I do. And he has a store through YouTube that he can post his stuff on his channel. And if I can get that to work, it will open up it'll be a lot easier for me to help, or not help, but do merch for others. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Glenda. Is there anybody else over there? Probably not. A lot of the people on my cruising channel are like cruisers not from North America. And the reason it my San Juan video that blew up, or blew up for me. Some people go, I'm deleting it. But I went from like 50 people to 300 in like 2 videos. So what I might do is I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it. But again, the gold, silver draw, paid draw is at the top of the screen. If you want to get in on the fun, it's $10 US. gets you both draws. There's no limit. You want to have 3, 4, 5 draws? Go for it. For my Canadian friends, I do believe we figured it out to be 13.25 Canadian gets you in on the draw. Hey Kevin, how you doing, buddy? Happy New Year. Nice to see you. So, actually, seeing Kevin tomorrow at Kevin, help me out here, brother. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, and I don't know the time, Kevin will tell us, is his 900th episode of Tuber Chat. Let's just say it's going to be rocking. 5 p.m. Eastern. So it will be soon as Glenda's over. If she can do a drop over to Kevin in Tuber Chat, that would be awesome. And go over and just, again, Kevin does a great show. I'm kind of bummed out that we're not going to be able to meet this winter, but I had to do what's best for me. I'm still about 40%. Still not really feeling it. And if I go to, like, that conference is a fairly, well, there's a lot of people at that conference. And you usually pick up some bugs. Well, 2 weeks after, we're going south. So I was saying to Kevin, we'll have to join up. Maybe we'll meet halfway sometime this summer, make a weekend out of it, or a couple days, or we'll figure something out. Because it's great having some fellowship with some local YouTubers. Great fellowship, great laughter. Both him, Kristen, we have Jason, myself, Rochelle. Usually some of my political friends go with us. It's just a lot of fun. We went to the keg last year. Oh, good eats. And I got to say, yeah. Well, I'm still doing my conference or my homesteaders, I guess conference, second annual, be the second week in May here. So if it's something that you'd be interested in, Kevin, let me know and I can put you in as a speaker. I'm going to have my helper or co-host. He is going to start soliciting donations for, like last year we did a lot of stuff for the kids, and teaching kids that growing is pretty cool. And we were fortunate that we had a pair of sisters that actually won. And so I gave them all the supplies and everything else. I gave them a bunch of seeds and what else did they get? They got each a 40 ouncer of maple syrup. Um, I believe the first place got $50 cash. The second place got $20 cash. Their parents were like over the moon. But being the first year, I was like, you know, yeah, unfortunately, though, Jesse, there ain't no way. I'd love to make it back down to Oklahoma, but unfortunately, um, no go. Not this year, anyways, because 2 trips in 6 months, even one being severely discounted. There's only so many holidays that my lovely wife can gather. She's, yeah, she's trying her best to get enough holidays to cover off our trip. I think by the time we go, she's going to be able to cover off a few days after we get home because there's nothing like getting home from vacation and jumping right back into the rat race. You know, she's the type that likes to ensure that everything's all washed and put away and ready for the next cruise and get back into the instead of napping every day, napping every second day. Um, and one thing that I really like, we're not going to have to rush this year, which is awesome. We are we get off the ship on the Sunday, and then we'll get off at a early hour, take off for Orlando, and then have. Well, I think the way it is we'll do lunch with Mr. Jim there, and then we don't even have to rush on the Monday. Our flight doesn't leave till 2. Yeah, boarding's at 1:30. We leave at 2 and it's obviously a direct flight, so I think it's 3 hours. So it's quite awesome. Um Oh, you know what, Jesse? I think remember I was telling you about that RV meetup in Texas this year. I think that's the same weekend that Tin Killer is. I think so. Oh well, I just thought it'd be neat to see how some of these people actually live in their RVs and they travel all around the U.S. and they try to stay in 70 degree 70 to 75 degree weather. Last year they went to Alaska and actually they were chasing us around Alaska. So whenever we first showed up to Alaska, I think they were in Haines, And then they started their venture down, and we were about a week separation for um, Skagway. They were a week behind us, and whenever we pulled in and docked, there was 5 planes, and those are not planes. I'm sorry. There was an airport there, but they're the helicopters. There was 5 helicopters, and they would take people out onto the glacier. I tell you what, if I was to win money and there was no option, like no issue for money, no shortage of money, I'd go back to Alaska because I'd want to do the excursions that, number one, I was just too damn frugal. I wouldn't pay for anything, like the helicopter ride up onto the glacier. If you wanted to have lunch while you walked around the glacier, it was like $700-800. And then, the different fishing charters all over, depending on the stop, as to, salmon fishing, halibut fishing, you name it, cod, and just goes on and on and on. You could easily drop $10,000 to $15,000 on excursions in Alaska. Now, those are all high end. I don't want to scare anybody away. You don't need that. We didn't spend anywhere near that. I had fun. Debbie just found it was like Groundhog Day. But I'm into looking at the different like hills and the different architecture and yeah, she'd rather read a book. And that's okay. We're not all the same, right? But I tell you what, we're both the same down in the Caribbean. We kick up our feet, and we do have a lot of fun. It's a relaxing lay on the beach, go into the blue water. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I just can't wait. 5 weeks, and it's just countdown, countdown, countdown. So once we get to February, I might go live whenever I see Mr. Jim, but you know what? Again, I may not. Um, he's not a creator, and we'll play it by ear. If he doesn't want to be on film, we're not going to do it. Or we may just do video and no live. I'm okay with that. But, anyways, so what else? What else is going on? Don't forget, Glenda goes live tomorrow night, 4:45. Puppers! So I got Puppers a toy for Christmas, and Sir Grace just sent me a picture of Puppers and him playing with the toy. And he's pretty adamant. He's not giving that up to Sir Grace. Mm-mm. Josh, that's my toy. I'm sorry. I'm not giving it up. I love it. I love it. That's why. uh, you can go live when you get with Mr. Jim and have him hide behind a fence like Mr. Wilson. All right. We'll bring that up to him. But what if we can't find a fence? And what if he gets on the wrong side of the fence? We all know you don't want to be in somebody's property in Florida that you're not invited on. Just saying. Or we may just go members only to say hi to Mr. Jim. Ho, ho, ho. Never even thought about that. I'll just hide behind thoughts. God, thanks, Mr. Jim. Oh, I feel the warmth. Like somebody just beat down your leg. I'll remember that. I can see the look in his eye. He's like, I'm not giving this up. So, of course, I got the toy for chewers, which means like the squeaker is better built than normal dog toys. And it's not supposed to fall apart. So, not that I did that on purpose. I would never, ever try to drive my sister crazy because she already there. She's a crazy chicken lady. But just let me double check. Oops. Okay, guys, we need 6. We need 9 more spots to do the final draw for tonight. Glenda, stop! Now I'm going to buy him another toy and send it. You're forgetting. I have addresses. Jesse and I are identical twins. Only Jesse has better looking DNA. Well, then, Mr. Jim, you ain't hiding behind me. Because Jesse and I can pretty much fit in the same frame. Just a little different. I might have him by an inch or two. I would have had him by 3 or 4 inches before my spinal surgery. Hey, Troy. But thank you, Glenda, but please don't. You're going to get me very, very angry. So, yeah, we need 9 more to do the draw for tonight. And that's for both. And make sure you read the rules first. Do not send it as a super chat because it won't work. It's got to come through PayPal, and all the PayPal stuff is, in the chat. And I have it. You have no idea what's coming your way. all I can say is payback is, well, you know, think of it this way. Poor Sir Grace isn't going to have meat in his victuals tomorrow night now because you went and blew it all. Just saying. So, yeah, we're going to be on for about half an hour more. um, then we will see where we're at. Well, I don't know. You make the poor guy. He just has a procedure done, and you have him out. You know, putting gas in your car because you don't want to get cold. Oh, I got your back, Sir Grace. I know what she's trying to do to you. And then, of course, after I give her what for, she's like, how about I buy you Starbucks? Well, of course he's going to say yes. Don't make me sick the Cobra chicken on you. Remember, he's the one that tried to move to upstate New York. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Then we're only a few hours apart, not 11 hours apart. Thanks, Jesse. And yeah, PayPal, friends and family, guys. Through super chats, 40% right off the top goes to our good friends over at YouTube because they want extra special vittles, meat on their vittles. But you know what? We're playing in their sandbox. So it's play by their rules. And if you use a credit card, it will show up as prior batteries. So I get a text last night. She was about to blow the whistle and she thought somebody broke into her credit card. She remembered spending that kind of money yesterday, but she couldn't put her finger on it. Well, prior batteries is my old business. And it's just easier than to close it down and bring up a new one. So I just kept it. So I did a lot of online business. So they would send PayPal because that's the only online pay system we have in Canada. None of the rest of them work. Now, I could probably get it to work with a VPN, and it's just not worth it. And I'm in. Hey, Johnny, how you doing, buddy? And I'm in the U.S. enough. Well, for now, but we won't go there. Yeah, she almost disputed the charges. Now that would have been funny. And she's like, I can't believe it. Your prior batteries. I'm like, yeah, that's why it would be prior batteries at hotmail.com. I just about disputed the charges because, well, I couldn't remember where I spent that money. Johnny, yes. Johnny hates PayPal. Johnny got screwed by PayPal. Like I say, I've only ever had one issue. They fixed it in 5 minutes. Now, I consider myself very blessed and lucky because some people have had issues. Some people have not had issues. It's with the online paying, I would rather have kept Zelle up, but it cost me. I'm about to close it down here shortly. I have to make one more payment, and then I'm going to close it down. And yeah, that way there. So we figured it out, Johnny. I didn't leave it in the machine. I had taken it from the machine, put it in my hoodie. Fell out of my hoodie. Either way, either way, it's not, you know, that whole trip, I just about flipped out. And I tell you why. We went over, thank God we had 3 different credit cards that we don't use, but we have them. Because the one that I used for the whole trip and whatever else, that's the one that I had lost at the Space Needle. So, because we're Canadian and it was a US card, there's no there we couldn't talk to a person except for Monday to Friday. And that's calling the number on the back of Debbie's card. So we told them, cancel my card, leave hers up. What we did is what we did is we left it up and they were supposed to shut mine down, leave Debbie's up, and I still had my other Canadian credit card. We get on the boat and they keep blowing up our phone. You need to blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you have my credit card. Because whenever we got on the ship, we bumped it over to Debbie's credit card. Well, the dumb butts left my credit card up and deleted, or they froze both. Here we are out in the Pacific, and it wasn't a big deal. We had our bank card. I had another Canadian credit card, which we ended up using. But man, oh man, oh man, it's like, are you kidding me? I just got a buzz. Hang on here. Oh. If you guys want in, the draw's a go. Mr. Jim. Mr. Jim, thank you. And everybody else thanks you. So, if you want in, last chance. Sometime I'm going to give it about 15 minutes. We're going to do the draw. 200th of an ounce of 24 karat gold. 2,000th of an ounce of 24 karat gold stored in, I don't know if you can see it, but there's veins. And that's where they store the gold. And it is a half Florida back. It is spendable currency if you want it. I don't recommend. It's a keepsake. And we will also be the last commissioned 2022 Queen Elizabeth Canadian 1 ounce silver. 2 draws, one for the gold, one for the silver. And now I gotta, I think I gotta try to get back onto the wheel here. Just give me a minute. Okay. Let's see here. Can you guys still hear me in the background? Because if you can, then I will do it all. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Mr. Hey, Mr. Jim's gonna save me on shipping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I won't call him Mr. Jim. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ha ha. And then Galanda. Sir Grace. And the reason why I'm doing that, Glenda, is I split it up the first time. So now you have 2 and Sir Grace has 2. One, do 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 do. Okay. Yeah, no. I've already put you up, Glenda. I trust you. I trust you, sis. It's just for some reason. What's the date today? I don't even know what the date is. Oh wait, it'll say on Mr. Jim's because it just came through. Okay. I just want to make sure that I've got everybody. So we have Miss Lisa and Jesse. We have Controversial Cruising. Glendon Sir Grace. Glendon Sir Grace. And Mr. Jim. So we are over 15. We will be a go. Oh, listen, Johnny. Mr. Jim is probably one of the biggest supporters. No, Mr. Jim is the biggest supporter of this channel. He blows me away every friggin' time. I pretty much, yeah, Glenda, I pretty much know that if you win, where it's going. Uh-huh. Well, we might as well call that up. And, oh yeah. Let's see here. I wonder if... No. So I've got to go over to the wheel picker and go shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle, 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 more. So obviously Mr. Jim is Mr. Jim. Scott CC is Controversial Cruising. Scott, Lisa L. Yeah, we all know who Miss Lisa is. We all know who Sir Grace is. We all know who Glenda is. All right. Now, I will leave it 5 more minutes if anybody wants to be... if somebody else wants to be part of it, you are more than willing. Because we only have 5, 6, 7 more to draw immediately. So I will only take 7 more people at the very most, and then I will return your money. Because, yeah. But thank you all and congratulations. And hopefully, you're an authentic supporter. You are, Mr. Jim. Right from the gets to go. I'm actually going to be able to pay him back. I'm going to be able to buy him either lunch or dinner whenever we end up meeting in Orlando. So, and it's, I know it's pennies on the dollar, but it's the least I can do for the amount that, he's given the channel. And you know, I wouldn't have that big GoPro if it wasn't, or not GoPro. Wouldn't have the GoPro if it wasn't for Debbie and Mr. Jim. And I wouldn't have the drone if it wasn't for Debbie, Mr. Jim, and Jesse. Um, I'm humbled that, you know, this community just wants to see so many people succeed. And, all I can say, hey, Wendy, you know what, Wendy? That's it. It's like Ford, GM, Chev. You either like it or you don't. It's just I can't do it with Zell anymore because it cost me a bloody fortune for Cell because I have to have a US um, yeah, no, I guess I'm trying to think of a way around it, but there isn't. I need a US bank account. So it Lord knows US bank accounts are just like they are up here. They don't give them away. Well, I've got I've got drone video just not like you, Johnny. um so next week, so not next week but the week after, I have to write my exam for unlimited. And then I can fly my drone wherever. Within, is it a mile of a airport, which is literally half my property. If I go over to my neighbor's house, like literally right here, I can fly my drone all day. But sitting on my front porch, nope, because the boundary is just past my driveway. That's a mile from the airport. And it's no secret. Really, Johnny? Well, they wanted to charge me $12. $12 for an American bank account that I could hook Zelle up to. But again, I'm going. It's unfortunately, it's the people that screwed things before us that I get very angry with because they have to watch that I'm not embezzling money from country to country. And I'm like, at the very most, I'm probably only going to, transfer a couple $1,000s. They're like, it doesn't matter if you transfer 100,000 or 1,000. I'm like, oh, so what they got to do is go into my US bank account. They have to bring it over to Canada. It's got to go back and then back again. So it's just a pain in the bottom. So like I say, I have one more thing that I have to pay with my Zelle, and then Bob's your uncle, and yeah, that way there, I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, I know you are free because your money stays within the US, where they have to charge me, watch my lips, border, embezzlement. Unfortunately, if I cannot produce a US address to prove where I live in the US, there ain't no free. Like my Canadian one, I pay next to nothing. But our banking systems are two different things. They're set up differently, and it is what it is. I want to play in their pool. Then, yeah, there you go, Mr. Jim. Yeah, send all the money to Mr. Jim's account. That works. And Mr. Jim, I do trust you enough. I probably would. Okay. You know what? I'm starting to get a scratchy throat from talking so long. So let's go over tomorrow night. 4:45 Glenda. Right out of Glenda, we'll go visit Tuber Chat. It's his 900th live stream. I do believe he's going to be doing giveaways and whatever. Oh, okay, Jesse. Yeah, you see, where mine is unlimited checks. No. 10 checks, 10 or 20 checks, unlimited debit card, US and Canada, internet banking free. That internet banking is what you guys call Zelle, but we call it internet banking. And yeah, I think mine is 36 if I don't keep my accounts over a certain, or at least have one savings account over a certain amount of money. It's not a whole lot of money. You know, you end up paying for it in charges anyways. So if you don't use a home bank machine, you get charged, you know, whatever that bank machine is, the fees. Well, my bank reverses those. I don't know. Good, bad, indifferent. They're all going to get is coming or going. So, right after Kevin at Tuber Chat, then you're going to have Johnny and Christine at Chilling with Gillums. And if you have not watched Johnny's video he dropped today, go ahead. I don't think there's anyone else. Actually, Lisa at Yoga Hollow Farms is coming on. And then you got to get caught up with Johnny. You always know you're in for a good auction of some kind. Oh, Johnny, we gotta rent a truck and send a whole bunch of cattle this way. I won't even go to the auctions for fun anymore. The prices are, one gentleman bought 4 heifers, year old, well, not quite a year, yeah, a year old heifer. 4 of them, $8.50 a pound. The lowest, the garbage, garbage, the lowest, cheapest was $5.65 a pound. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I'm scared that there's one auction that we want to go to. They do cattle, sheep. I think they even do like chickens outside during the summer. They do pigs. Not that I'd ever buy a pig from a auction. I don't have to. We have a gentleman that sells us pigs 15 minutes down the road, and he's got good stock. Yes, he knows it. Yes, he charges for it. But I'll pay the extra. We're talking about doing always around Johnny. It's a lot of I haven't finished watching it, this one. But I try to keep up on, well, as many as I can. You know, whenever you're moderating for 160 some, I try to keep up to as many as I can, but it's just impossible. Totally impossible. But anyways, why don't we say we do the silver first? So, the Queen, if you're not Mr. Jim, and I'm going to see you in 5 weeks anyways, it will be shipped insured. So that if it don't go to you, get to you, it will be insured. So, Well, I was gonna say I haven't left a message probably for a couple of weeks because I'm that far behind. But love you too, buddy. Na, 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 na. Okay, I just want to make sure that everything's a go. I've got that one. So again, silver first. So let's go to the wheel and see. I don't know how long. That's the one thing that I did not figure out is how long. Oh, spin time. There we go. Okay, so for the silver, do 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 do. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, the silver is coming to Florida with me. Congratulations, Mr. Jim. Now, the gold. Now, let's get back over here. We'll go to the golds. And we will shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle more. Well, that looks like enough. Okay. Gold. Who wants some gold? Oh, I got to hit the button. Here we go. Well, Mr. Jim looks like he got himself $250 worth of silver and gold coming to Florida. Congratulations, Mr. Jim. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You found Yukon gold in Alaska. But thank you all for participating. You never know, I might do something silly and crazy like that. But yeah, it's definitely rigged. But anyways, folks, I'm going to call it a night. And yeah. Hey, Mr. Jim's going to be lucky in 5 weeks. He's going to get to meet me. That's just as good as winning a lottery. Ah. Anyways, guys, God bless you. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 4:45, Glenda. Right after that, Tuber Chat. And after Tuber Chat, Johnny and Christine. So let's support our own. And yeah, exactly what I'm doing, Wendy, is I'm going to get some nice tea with a little bit of honey. Oh, way. And I happen to maybe had a extra long nap this afternoon. So, anyways, guys, God bless. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will see you all on the flip side. Toodle!